as you reflect on last season, what did you walk away feeling most?
Well, first of all, we had a young team last year, so we didn't have the same kind of maturity and leadership that we had the year before when we won the championship. And when we lost a game to Texas A&M, I think that really helped the team mature. I think they responded a little better to the things that they needed to do. But, when we got down to the end, we actually, you always want to have guys at the skill positions on offense that the other people have trouble guarding. And then you always want to have two corners that can guard their guys. Well, unfortunately for us, at the end of the season, we lost both corners. We lost our two best wide receivers, Mechie and Jamo. And that kind of changed the game for us. And I think it changed the game in a national championship game, too. Look, Georgia had a great team. They had a great defensive team. Kirby does a great job there. We had success against them in the SEC championship, but we didn't really have the same team when we played, and it changed the dynamics of the game tremendously. So, but I think that there's always, sort of a lot of lessons that you can learn to use to develop your team from a loss. And I think that's something that hopefully will be able to help this year's team's development.
Slight correction, Molly. Mechie got hurt in the SEC championship game against Georgia, not the college football playoff game, but go ahead.
By the way, before I get to Jameson Williams real quick, can we show Coach's office?
Oh, it's a beautiful office.
So, Stephen A., I just want you to know there are levels to this.
There
okay?
are levels to this, and I'm not on it.
Stephen A., he's got a seating area. You see that desk? See all that work?
Right. Well,
yeah.
I had the pleasure of sitting in the office with Nick Saban. He invited me down, so
I heard you gave a great speech.
And it was an honor. But
great
yeah,
speech.
I heard. Was it a great speech, Coach?
Great speech.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, ma'am.
of course. I'd expect nothing less from you. All right. Michael Irvin said earlier he would like the Cowboys to take Jameson Williams at 24. Obviously, he tore his ACL in January, but he's wowed scouts with that rehab and where he's at. There's been a ton of great receivers coming from your program. I mentioned them earlier. Where does Jameson stand among them, Coach?
Well, they're all a little different, but I think receivers are almost like a basketball team. You got a point guard, you got a power forward, you got a two guard. So they all complement each other when they play together, and we're fortunate that Jamo would be the 5th first-round draft pick in the last 3 years at the wide receiver position for us. And, he's got great speed, but, man, I tell you what, this guy's got a lot of competitive character. He's got a lot of dog in him. He'll play gunner, on special teams. He'll run down on a kickoff. He's got great speed. And I think he's a guy that can really take the top off. Now, he can do more than that because he's got some catch and run ability, but I really love Jameson. He added so much to our program. And, when you got wide receivers on your team that have great competitive character, that's really helpful to the development of the whole group. And I think he did a wonderful job in that regard as well.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.